Welcome back to Mediocre Gamers. I'm Crimson, and I am here today to go over the new Transformers TCG game. I am playing in tabletop just to kind of show you, and I'll be playing both characters, kind of give you an idea of how this game plays out. It is a fairly simplistic game, a little bit Pokemon, a little bit Duel Masters. It is a game produced by Wizards of the Coast, so we can actually say the word tap and untap. Yay! It's severely fun. It's very quick, and I'm just gonna play both characters right now. I'm gonna choose white. This is gonna be the team that goes first. You will start out with characters. We have the Demolisher, we have Megatron, and we have Darkmount. If you see at the bottom, they have stars. So Megatron has 10 stars, 9 stars, and 6. Your team can consist of as many characters as you want, as long as you don't exceed 25 stars. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have a 25-point team. The other team will be Dinobot Sledge, Grimlock, and Dinobot Snarl. And if we see here, we got 10, 15, 20, 25. Your battle deck will consist of 40 cards as a minimum, no more than 3 of any one particular copy. And at the start of the game, you will draw 3 cards, and the opponent will draw 3 cards. There is no mulligan yet. May happen later. Who knows? First player, if you are the first player, you cannot play any cards from your hand. You can literally do only 2 options. The first option that you have access to is flip. So if you notice, all these cards start in alt mode, which is vehicle mode. And then they have on the backside a bot mode, which is generally their transformed mode. They will have different stats for attack and health, or defense, but their health will always stay the same. And if we zoom in here, the number 4 right there is his attack value, his health, and his defense. And then there's his special ability. Up here it has some keywords, leader and ranged. And this one is leader, tank, ranged. So let's go over defense. When you are attacked, you will take X damage. Your defense will reduce that damage by the amount that your defense is. So if I were to take 5 damage, my defense would reduce that to 2 damage. Some special abilities are Pierce. Now, the wording on this is terrible. You do at least 3 damage when attacking, but not more than your attack total. So what that means is, say, for some reason he only had 2 attack. He could not do 3 damage, he could only do 2. What Pierce allows you to do is, say I attack for 4, and my opponent has 4 armor. It would still allow me to do 3 damage through that 4 armor. So think of it as 3 of the damage will be unpreventable. So as the first player, you do not get to play any of your cards from your hand. And if you look here, these are upgrades, and each character has 3 spots: weapon, armor, utility. We happen to draw 3 utility cards, which is a terrible hand. I would love to take this hand back. So, you will draw a card at the beginning of your turn. There we go. First person who goes first can't play any cards from their hand, but you can flip over a card, and I will flip over the Demolisher. And let's look at the Demolisher here in his alt mode, or in his bot mode. He has 0 attack, 7 health, 4 defense. Now it does show you right down here what his attack and defense would be on the other side, which would be 3 and 3. He also has an ability that when he is attacking, you will flip extra battle cards equal to his defense. And I will kind of show you how that works right now. We will tap him, signify that we're going to attack, and we are going to attack Snarl. Snarl has 2 defense and 9 health. So when you attack, the first thing you will do is you will flip over 2 cards from the top of your deck. I guess I should rearrange those. And if we look at the top card next to the name, it has a yellow pip, and this one has a blue pip. What that means is, if you flip over yellow pips when attacking, you will get that plus to your damage, and if you're defending, blue pips will give you plus defense. So on this character, we have 0 attack. Oh, but we did flip over 1. Now his special ability is you flip over extra battle cards equal to his defense. So we will flip 4 more cards over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And if we notice, we have 3 yellow pips. So we will be doing 3 damage. Now, Snarl has 2 defense, but he will also get to flip over 2 cards. And if you notice, this one has no pips, and this one happens to have both. So he will add 1 to his defense for a total of 3 defense, and I have a total of 3 attack. So no damage. Because I do not have Pierce, I do not get any damage through. At the end of the combat, cards will go into the graveyard. Or, I'm sorry, in this game it's called Scrapyard. And we will go to our opponent's turn. So we'll change colors, switch over to teal, and at the beginning of our turn, we draw a card. Now, the second player may play 1 action or 1 upgrade, not both, but one or the other. So they will get to play 1 card from their pile. And I think on this character, we are going to go ahead and play the Matrix of Leadership. So this is Autobots only, and while it is equipped on a leader character, which Grimlock is a leader, each of your other characters has +1 damage or +1 attack and Pierce 1. So now we will go ahead and we're going to take a look here. We will flip Snarl. Let's take a look at his build. When you flip to this mode, draw, and you have no cards in hand, draw 2 cards. When this unit attacks, you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Okay, so we will attack. Now, the downside is, notice when the Decepticons attack, they were able to attack anybody they wanted to because all these characters were untapped. Unfortunately, the second player will have to attack a tapped character before they can attack an untapped character. This allows a player to decide how the blocking is going to happen. So going first is extremely important. So since I have to attack a tapped character, I will be attacking the Demolisher. I do have 5 attack, and when he attacks, I can put a card from my hand on top of my deck, which I will do. And now I will get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Now, if you notice, these don't have blue or yellow pips. They have a white one. If you draw a white pip in your flip, you get to get 2 more cards. You can only do it once per battle. But look at that. So we flipped over a Piece Through Tyranny, which has 2 yellow pips. So that will give me +2 attack, so I have a grand total of 7 attack. And if we look here, Demolisher has 4 defense, but he is going to get to flip over 2 cards himself. So let's see what he flips. He flipped a white and a +2 attack, which doesn't help, but the white does allow him to flip over 2 more cards. And those were both blue. So 4 plus the 2 blue, so a total of 6, and I have a total of 5. Now, oh, I'm sorry, 5, 6, 7 plus the matrix, which gives me +1. So 8. I have 8 to your 6. I do have Pierce 1. Unfortunately, Pierce doesn't do anything because he is taking damage. Pierce is just that 1 point of damage is going to be, unpreventable, which we're doing 2. So we meet the requirements for Pierce. So Devastator will take 2 points of damage, which brings him down from 7 health to 5 health. And then all the cards go to their graveyards. And that is generally the gameplay of this game. We will play out the rest of this game so that way you can see how it will look all through the whole thing. It may be a little bit longer game because I'm playing both sides and having to switch people. So at the beginning of your turn, draw a card. Now that we are in the normal game, so it's not first turn for either player, you can play 1 action and 1 event, or 1 equipment card, and I can flip a character if I wish. I will flip Dark Mount, and I will play as my upgrade. I will play a grenade launcher. It gives +4 attack, and after this character attacks, scrap this card. I will also play a leap to battle, which gives me +3 attack. So right now my character has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attack. Now, unfortunately, I do have to attack the tapped character, so we will attack Dinobot Snarl. And he also has a effect that while this character is defending against a ranged character, he will have +2 defense. We do not have any ranged, so that ability unfortunately does not work very well for us right now. And we will flip over our 2 cards. We got a blue and 2. So we have a grand total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, Dinobot Sludge will flip over 2 cards for defense. And he does gain a defense. So he has 3 defense altogether. So 3 defense versus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is quite a bit. So he will take 11 damage, which is actually more than his health. So he will go ahead and get KO'd. And there we go. That character is KO'd. There are ways to bring back characters, though it is rare. There's 1 card. And that's going to conclude this turn. Oh, let's switch over to the other side. That was a big attack. Okay, beginning of our turn. Draw a card. And we will play a transmission, which is draw 2 cards and put a card from your hand, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. So we'll draw 2. And we will put a transmission back on top. And let's see if we want to flip any of these. Yes, we will go ahead and flip Grimlock. Okay. And unfortunately, our 1 upgrade we cannot play. because it is a put on a damaged character only. We have no damaged characters. So we will go ahead and attack with Grimlock. And we will attack Darkmount, who has 3. Oh, and when that battle was over, he had to scrap his attack card, and the action card goes away too. So 3 defense to my 6 attack, and then 6/7 attack, because this gives +1 down at the bottom there. And then this character has, when this character does more attack damage to a KO'd enemy, so say I did 14 points of damage, the leftover damage, or if you played Magic before, would be trample, would go to another character. So 6/7 plus 2 cards. And we did get 2, so 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's see what he's got. He got 1 defense, so 3, 4. So he will take 5 damage. And my character is not ranged. He is melee. And that puts him down to 4 health. Not bad. And that's going to conclude that turn. Now we'll go to the next turn. Draw 1 card. And we will flip Megatron. Okay. Megatron is going to attach Crushing Treads. Now what this does is attach to a tank only when the upgraded character has Pierce equal to the amount of health he has. So that does give Megatron, or to the amount of defense. So Megatron already has 3 Pierce. He has 2 defense, so now he will have a grand total of 5 Pierce. And then we will play Inspiring Leader. Draw 3 cards, then scrap 2 cards from your hand. And then we got to get rid of 2 cards. We're going to get rid of another Inspiring, and we will go ahead and get rid of the Tyranny. And that was our upgrade and our action for the turn. We will tap Megatron, and we're going to go ahead and attack Grimlock. Grimlock has 2 defense. Megatron will have 4 attack. And that is it on that. So let's flip over our 2 cards. 5 attack altogether, and remember he has Pierce 5, so 5 of that damage is going to be unpreventable. So Grimlock gained 2 defense for a grand total of 4 defense. Now because of the Pierce, 5 damage has to go through, so it still doesn't matter. He's still going to take 5 damage. Okay, and that's going to be into that turn. Let's go to the Autobots' turn. First things first, draw a card. And we will go ahead and flip. Okay. We will put an Energon Axe on Grimlock. Actually, no. We're going to put a Drill Arms on Sledge, which Drill Arm says when you put this on a character, scrap an enemy armor. Oh, it's armor. Never mind. We'll put the Energon Axe down, and we will use Rapid Conversion. which flip one of your characters into its other mode. We're going to flip Grimlock. Grimlock has, when you flip to this mode, one of your other Dinobots gets bold 3 until end of turn. Bold 3 means you flip over 3 more battle cards when attacking. So he will flip the 2 plus the 3 from bold. So that is a total of 5 cards he will be flipping. And we will attack Darkmount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did get a white card, so we'll flip 2 more. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus his 5, so 11 damage. And we got a white, so we'll flip 2 more. So we got 2 plus his 3, so 5. So he will take 6 damage, which is enough to KO him. And that is going to be the end of the turn. At the end of any turn where all characters are tapped, they will all untap. And we'll go to the next turn here. We'll draw a card. Okay. Did Megatron not take any damage? No, he did not. So we will play an Energy Axe on the Demolisher. In fact, we will... flip Megatron. When Megatron is flipped to this mode, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, scrap an enemy upgrade. So we will go ahead and scrap the treads to get rid of this leadership. And then we played an upgrade. We haven't played, so we will play an action card now. Treasure Hunt. Scrap the top 4 cards of your deck. Put all upgrades scrapped this way into your hand. Okay, that goes into our hand. Action, that goes into our hand. Action. And we will go ahead and attack Grimlock with the Demolisher. Unfortunately, we don't have Pierce. Oh, we have Pierce 2. Perfect. So we get +3 attack, plus we do Pierce 2. So 2 of this damage is going to be unpreventable no matter what. And we have 0 attack, so +3. And we get to flip over 4 extra battle cards. So here's our 2. 1, 2. Here's our 4. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got a white one, so we get 2 more. And when you run out of cards in your deck, you just flip over your discard pile and reshuffle. So, defense, defense, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 total on top of the 3 from the axe. So we have 7 damage going to Grimlock. He has 2 defense. Just make sure he doesn't have anything else special here. He did get a white, and there's a blue, so we'll flip 2 more. Negative, and doesn't matter. So 3 health, or 3 damage is prevented, and we're doing a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 damage. That does fulfill the Pierce 2, so he will take 4. So 3, 4. Has a total of 12 health, so we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, he's getting low. Okay, that's going to end that turn. Oops. And let's take a look at the Dinobots here. Draw a card. Okay, we are going to play a treasure hunt again. Datapad, drill arms, treasure hunt, so these all go to my hand. And Sledge has, when one of your Dinobots attacks, repair 1 damage from it. Or I could choose to flip him. When you flip, move any number of damage counters from your other Dinobots to this one. But I think best thing is going to flip Grimlock, get the extra damage. When he attacks, I will heal 1 damage. Oh, I guess I do get to play a... So, action card, utility card. This has, when the upgrader attacks, draw a card. You may put a card from your hand on top of your deck. So we will draw a card, and we will put a roll out on top of the deck. And we have to attack the Demolisher. We do have Pierce 2. No additional things, alright? No bold. Okay, so 1, 2. We got 1 damage, and that was it. And Demolisher will defend when attacking. And he got 1 blue. So we have a total of 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are doing 10 damage. He is blocking 4, 5 of it. So he will take 5 damage, which satisfies the Pierce. 5, 6, 7, which is enough to KO him. Okay, that's going to end it for the Autobots. Go back to the Decepticons here. Okay, we are going to flip Megatron. And we're going to draw a card. Okay. We're going to play an Inspiring Leader, which is draw 3 cards, discard 2, discard a data pad, and a data bank. And we cannot play any more action cards. You only get 1 action card per turn. And we are going to play this data bank. Since we do have a utility already on them, we will have to get rid of it. And we're going to attack. Data bank will kick in. We're going to put the Tyranny on top of the deck. Now we have to attack Grimlock. So Grimlock has a defense of 2. We have a total attack of 4. But we do have Pierce 3. So let's take a look at our 2 cards. 2 damage plus a data bank. So we'll flip over 2 more. So we got a grand total of 3 there. So 7 damage altogether. Versus Grimlock's 2. And let's see what you can get here. 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of it's blocked. He's going to take 4 damage. That puts him at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is enough to KO him. And his cards will go to the graveyard. And that will end that turn. Let's go see if the Dinobots can recover from this. So we will draw a card. And we will play our upgrade, which is going to be a weapon. Or no, it's a utility. Sorry. Jaws of Steel. Gives the Dinobot Bold 2. We will choose to not flip. And then we will play Dino Chomp, which scrap your hand. So we've got to discard our hand. And one of our Dinobots gets Bold 5. So we have 5, 6, 7. So we have a grand total of Bold 7. That means we will get to flip over 7 additional cards. Okay, we will attack. Reshuffle the deck. So there's our 2. And then 7 for the Bold. Okay, let's flip. Okay, so we will get 2 additional cards since we do have a white card in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have plus 5 on top of the 5, so that's 10 altogether. And Megatron does have 2 defense, so he will flip over his 2 cards. And he got 1, so 3 versus our 10. So he will take 7 damage. 3, 6, 7. He does live through the attack. So we will go ahead and put these into the graveyard. And same with these. And Dino Chop goes to the graveyard also. And we will go to Megatron, see if he can finish off this pesky Dinobot. All characters are tapped, so we will untap everybody. We will draw a card. And we're going to treasure hunt again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go Crushing Treads. We could go Energon Axe, and those look like the only 2, so we will put all the upgrades in our hand. And that was our action for the turn. And we will play an Energon Axe because we are damaged, so we can play it. It is plus 3 and plus 2 Pierce. Now, Megatron has 3, 5 Pierce, and 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. We will go ahead, since he has no tapped characters at all, we can choose any character. The only one we can choose is Sledge. So, nope. Before that, we draw a card, and we can place a card from our hand on top of our deck due to Datapad. Datapad is really good. And we got a grand total of plus 1. Sledge will defend. He did get a white card, so 1. So he got 1, 2, 3, plus his, so he's got 5 total defense. And we have a grand total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack. So he will take 3 damage. And Megatron could not finish him off. Will the Dinobot finish off Megatron? Let's find out. Okay. And that will be the end of Megatron's turn. Now, if we did have an uneven number of characters, so say I had Grimlock still out. When I tap him and do the attack, normally the turn is over. But if all my opponent's characters are tapped, then I will get an additional attack phase until all my characters are tapped. You do not get an additional turn, it's just an additional attack. So when all your opponent's characters are tapped, the rest of your team will fight. It allows you to play, if you have a 4 character team, it means that one of your characters doesn't get screwed over. So let's go ahead and draw our 1 card for the turn. It is a treasure hunt. We're going to go ahead and use that. So look at the top 4. And we'll put any equipments into the deck. And we drew no equipments. That was terrible. Maybe Sledge won't be able to finish him off. And we could flip him down. He does get 1 less damage, and his flip doesn't do anything, so we are going to keep him right where he is. Okay. He does have Bold 2. So we will attack. His effect does happen, so he will heal 1 damage. Goes from 3 to 2 damage. And we will flip over our 2 normal cards, plus our 2 additional for Bold. And we did get a white card, so we will flip 2 more. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy crap. Okay, Megatron is coming at you at 12. Megatron will flip over 2 cards. He has no defensive stuff, so let's see what we got. 2. So 4 altogether, so 12, 4. He's going to take 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which will KO Megatron. So Megatron will go to the graveyard. I'm sorry, to the KO yard. And my opponent has no characters left, so the winner is going to be the Mighty Stomper Dinobot Sludge. Very nice. And that is how you play a game of Transformers. This is a very interesting and very fun game. There are definitely a lot of different characters you could play. Here's a team of Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Jazz. There is also another deck that I have going on here, which is Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. So we have Starscream plus the black and the blue jet. Very fun game. If you guys want to see more of this content, hopefully I'll be able to get some guys and we'll be able to play some games and show you a bunch of different decks, and you'll be able to see a lot more faster and more normal gameplay. Just make sure you let me know in the comments below. And thank you.